You're watching Fox 4 News at 9, KTBY Anchorage.
Governor Bill Walker arrived in Washington, D.C. today, and tomorrow he's scheduled to testify before the U.S. Senate Energy Committee. Good evening, I'm Gretchen Parsons. Alaska's governor will offer testimony on the implementation of the Alaska National Interest Lands Conservation Act, or ANILCA. Walker will also discuss his interpretation of the Act's efforts in our state and recommendations for its advancements. We spoke to Governor Walker's press secretary, Katie Marquette, about his trip to the nation's capital.
Is going to be speaking before the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee. He will be giving testimony before the U.S. Senate Energy Committee. They're hosting a hearing on the implementation of the Alaska National Interest Lands Conservation Act, ANILCA. Tomorrow's energy meeting in D.C. begins at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and we will be sure to update you tomorrow on the governor's trip. And after a very long journey from Seward, the 2015 Capitol Christmas tree was finally lit this evening on the front lawn of the U.S. Capitol building. Hundreds of Alaskans, including Governor Bill Walker, First Lady Donna Walker, and their family traveled to Washington, D.C. to witness history. United States Senator Dan Sullivan and Congressman Don Young both marveled at its 4,000-plus-mile journey and the fact that this is the first tree not to come from the contiguous U.S. and travel by boat. They also thanked Senator Lisa Murkowski for making it all happen.
When you look at the tree that has traveled 4,000 miles to grace this Capitol, grace this mall, maybe, just maybe, you can get a sense of the majesty, the grandeur, and the awe that is Alaska, that is our people, and is our resources.
Murkowski said that she feels a kinship to the tree as she was born in the Tongass and raised in parts of the Chugach. She went on to explain what an important natural resource trees are in Alaska, adding that most Alaskans don't throw away their Christmas trees after the holiday and instead use them for firewood and to smoke fish. And KTBY City Council member Maya Lukin is in Paris, where she is attending the 2015 UN Climate Change Conference. Lukin, who is the former mayor of KTBY, continuing to update her French experience via social media. Lukin has updated her Facebook page constantly since the beginning of her trip and revealed that today is her only free day. The Alaskan politician also posted, quote, "I speak on Thursday morning as former mayor and environmental manager, where I do an actual presentation in the U.S. Center on the effects we may have felt in our little area of the world in the Tale of Three Cities," end quote. Along with the mayor and also the mayor of Oakland and the climate change official of Copenhagen will be speaking as well. Stricter residency requirements are being implemented for those looking to participate in the cannabis industry. Alaska's Marijuana Control Board passed an amendment Thursday requiring persons to meet permanent fund eligibility. The requirement is stricter than a previous decision to only require voter registration. The amendment passed unanimously, but board members agreed to review the change on another date. An amendment concerning outside investment was also introduced, but won't be discussed until the February meeting. And a final report from Senator Kathy Giesel's working group recommends few changes to the state's oil and gas tax credits. Reporter Morgan Thomas joins us with more details from the group. Morgan?
Well, the Senate group was formed in September to look at our oil and gas tax credit system, finding out what is and isn't working. The final report came out Tuesday, and Senator Giesel says the group was a success. Other members say there's still more that they could have done. Senators spent 3 months and 6 meetings discussing the purpose of oil tax credits and how they're affecting the state financially. But one senator says they missed a major talking point.
Unfortunately, I think we missed a big opportunity here. We spent no time at all dealing with the big portion of tax credits, which is the deductible tax credits.
Deductible credits are for anyone that produces oil, but the biggest oil producers in the state are Exxon, BP, and Conoco.
These tax credits apply to the most profitable fields in the world, and they're producing huge amounts of oil, and basically it was a huge amount of tax credits that was given for oil that they had already promised to produce.
In fiscal year 17, Wilikowski says the deductible tax credits are estimated to be about $1.2 billion. But the group focused on refundable credits, which are geared towards smaller companies. And Senator Kathy Giesel says those credits are working well.
The small companies that we have attracted with our credits, exactly the companies we were intending to attract, are now going to these established financial institutions to get loans using the tax credit rebates as collateral. So it is bringing millions of dollars into the state, new money that is helping to support not only the development of the resources, but of course the local jobs.
But Senator Giesel says there are some changes that could be made, including a proposal to strengthen the 4% minimum tax liability. And she says the next step will be to continue discussion during session.
I would like to quantify more specifically, if we've given out X amount of credits so far, how much have we seen in terms of revenue, in terms of property tax, royalty, corporate income tax? What have we seen exactly?
Wilikowski agrees that legislators will have more to discuss come January.
The biggest cost driver right now is not education, it's not health care, it's not Medicaid, it's oil tax credits. And so it's something that we simply have to address with a $3 billion deficit. You can't keep paying out or having deductions for $1.7 billion in oil tax credits. It's just simply not sustainable, simply not feasible.
So Morgan, is this the end of the working group then?
As far as we know, yes, this is the end. But like I said, there's going to be a lot more for them to discuss once that session starts in January. And of course, they'll be discussing these proposals that were made in the working group's final report.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Morgan. And weather is coming up right now.
And now, your weather authority, Zach Rover.
Hey, good evening, Gretchen. Good evening to you all at home. Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. Let's go ahead and take a look at the state satellite and radar picture right now in two areas of concern. Not the same thing we had last night, seeing a little bit of snow, just enough snow on the ground to make you remember that we're going into wintertime and it's not going to be spring. But low pressure out here in southeast Alaska and the eastern portion of the Gulf of Alaska. And we have a new system approaching the state right around the Aleutians right now. Down in south central tonight, a few clouds, might see some isolated snow showers, not a whole lot of activity. Out in southeast Alaska, that's where most of the weather is going to be tonight. Rain showers for the most part, might see snow in some of the higher elevations. And then as we look up in the interior, a few clouds in the sky, a little bit of precipitation, might see some flurries as we go through the rest of the night. Looking at temperatures right now, 8 in Fairbanks, 20 in Anchorage, Juneau at 36 degrees right now. Going into tonight, there you go, isolated showers for Anchorage, temps in the 20s, upper 30s for Juneau, Fairbanks 5 below with the snow flurries. And Gretchen, I'll tell you about this pattern in a little bit. We're going into right now, I said it's a boring pattern. It's boring for us here in South Central and in the interior, but Southeast Alaska, man, it's going to get busy out there. I'll tell you more about it later on.
So does boring mean no snow for us then in South Central?
Boring means not really any snow, and the temperatures stay right about the same.
All right, well, we will check back in with you in a bit. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
And according to recent data released from the FBI, more Americans had a background check for purchasing guns on Black Friday than any other day on record. There were 185,000 processed requests on November 27th, which is a 5% increase from last Black Friday. Some people are speculating that the recent attacks on Paris and other mass shootings could be the cause for the rise of more interested gun buyers. On the other hand, in Anchorage, Wild West Guns' Danny Koval is seeing a decline in gun sales.
Our Black Friday was actually not that increased. I mean, our sales were pretty slow for what we've been doing the whole month of November, actually, and even part of October. A lot of people are buying guns, doing personal sales of firearms, and it's kind of keeping them out of the shops. We're seeing a lot of repairs and stuff like that on people's guns, but the new gun sales and even the used gun sales through the shop are down.
Koval also added that Anchorage is well armored in general and believe that Alaska should not be worried about these attacks as they are well prepared. Natural causes were determined to be the cause of the death of recently elected Juneau Mayor Greg Fisk. The state medical examiner's office says that an autopsy released today determined that bruising found on the body was consistent with a fall. Juneau Police Department says that although a final toxicology will not be complete for 2 to 8 weeks, the likely cause of death of the 70-year-old man was likely heart problems which caused him to fall. And 3 people have died after an accident on the Parks Highway Tuesday night. Our reporter Marissa Silver joins us now live in the studio with the details. Marissa?
Gretchen, Alaska State Troopers say the accident happened around 9 p.m. near mile 50 of the Parks Highway and South Rainbow Street in Wasilla. According to troopers, 25-year-old Sarah Johnston was driving at a high rate of speed northbound in a 1996 Lincoln Town car when she crossed into oncoming traffic. Johnston's car hit 33-year-old Jacob Still's GMC Safari van, causing it to burst into flames. AST says Still was able to get out of his van, but his 2 passengers died. While troopers say it appears Johnson was not wearing her seatbelt as she was found dead in the back seat of her car.
It's nice for your loved ones to not have to wonder if that is something that could have saved your life in a fatal collision. Certainly, we all have all these plans that we're going to go somewhere, we're going to do all these things. Why wouldn't you wear a seatbelt to better your chances of getting there in one piece? Certainly, bad things happen, and you never know if that's going to be the final straw or not, but that's one more thing that you can do to exponentially protect yourself.
Peters says it is unclear if the 2 passengers who died in the accident were wearing their seatbelts as the van burned completely. Back to you, Gretchen.
All right, thank you very much, Marissa. And coming up next, we take an inside look at how Alaska's plunging gas prices are affecting SUV and truck sales.
Nothing is more important than your health and the health of your family. That's why when it comes to choosing a doctor, the choice is clear. Primary Care Associates. We have male and female providers, including those who've been chosen as top family physician in Anchorage numerous times. When you need a doctor you can trust, you need Primary Care Associates with 4 convenient Anchorage locations. For illness, injury, and more, call 562-1234. Primary Care Associates, keeping Alaskans healthy at work and play.
Get ready. Giant Don's 3-day carpet and flooring sale is coming soon with over 500,000 square feet of flooring in stock, including our huge selection of hardwood, laminate, name brand carpets, ceramic tile, area rugs, and much more. This inventory must be liquidated immediately. Our bottom line prices beat home centers every day, guaranteed. And 24-month no-interest financing is available. You will never buy floors for less. Don't miss this huge sale event at Giant Don's Flooring America.
Hi, this is Ted right here at Mattress Ranch with the best value for you for the holidays. If you're looking and thinking about having company, go out and shop the competition, then come into Mattress Ranch and you will save this kind of money. Big money at Mattress Ranch can be saved. Save today. It's the holidays. Come on in and save at Mattress Ranch today.
And you know you save some bucks. Save more bucks at the Mattress Ranch.
It's been a busy season for ConocoPhillips. In early October, we began producing oil from the first new drill site in Kuparuk in over 12 years. 2 weeks later, first oil from CD5 in the National Petroleum Reserve, Alaska. These 2 projects represent $1.5 billion in investment and will add about 24,000 barrels of new oil a day to the pipeline. Online, on budget, ahead of schedule. We're ConocoPhillips, Alaska's oil and gas company.
Save time, money, and gas at Fred Meyer. What's on your list today?
Alaska's fuel prices are some of the lowest we've experienced in years. Reporter Maria Athens takes a look inside how the cheap gas rates are affecting SUV and truck sales right here in Anchorage.
Are surging gas prices affecting Alaska's SUV sales? We talked to Lithia of South Anchorage and Garrett's Tesoro to find out.
As gas prices dip, there's been an increase in gas-guzzling SUV purchases.
SUVs and crossover vehicle sales are approximately 15.9% higher this year compared to last year, while light truck sales are up 12.7% and economy cars are down by 1%, according to Motor Intelligence.
Our truck and SUV sales are up 23% year over year, so we're definitely seeing a big increase in that, and I think customers are more excited about driving a bigger, safer vehicle and Alaska's needs.
Now 1 in every 3 cars in the United States is an SUV, as reported by the Financial Times.
We have a fuel calculator so we can tell people what their annual cost would be based on how much they drive, and people are really shocked at how much they're saving now versus what it would have been a year or two ago. We sell 90% SUVs and trucks.
Gas prices now stand at an average of $2.04 per gallon nationwide, in comparison to last year's $2.77 per gallon, as confirmed by AAA.
It's about as low as I've seen it since 1999, when it was 99 cents in 1999. But the barrel of oil was so cheap, the crude, it had to go up or the state was going to go broke. We just weren't making any money in the state.
Nelson Garrett believes gas prices won't fluctuate too much in the near future.
$2, $2.50, right in that range is where I think it'll stay, and we can live with that.
Reporting from Anchorage, I'm Maria Athens with your Alaska Link.
Well, Nelson Garrett of Garrett's Tesoro said his gas station stays busy all day and night, with many drivers gassing up even more during the holidays. And please stay with us. Your Weather Authority, Zach Rover, is coming right up after this break.
Well, howdy, friends. Nick Worthington and Spot here, wishing you the happiest of holidays and a wonderful new year. If you found wealth this year, consider those less fortunate. If you're home warm and safe, thank a member of our armed services. May every blessing find you, and may the new year bring you love and good health. Be sure to enjoy your friends and loved ones, and like Grandpa always said,
Hey, if you drive, don't drink. If you drink, don't drive. We love you.
I'm Ken with Pied Piper Pest Control. My wife Cherry and I would like to thank our loyal clients, hardworking staff, and generous previous owners for the honor of bringing Alaska's oldest, most professional pest management company through its 50-year anniversary. It will be our pleasure to continue to provide you with quality pest control services. Please call your local Pied Piper number or visit our website, alaskapest.com.
I can make that shot, Daddy.
Hi, I'm Sabrina from Vito's Auto Sales. You may have seen me grow up throughout the years on my dad's car commercials. We are locally owned and have been in business for over 25 years. We stand by what we sell and offer a limited warranty on most vehicles. At Vito's, we specialize in bruised credit, no credit, and good credit. With over $2 million in inventory in 2 locations, you'll be driving your car home today. Vito's Auto Sales.
Where you're treated like family.
Winter's here, and if it's colder inside than it is outside, it's time to call Mountain Mechanical. For a great way to get your furnace checked out this winter, Mountain Mechanical's Winter Startup Special. A complete safety inspection of your residential heating system for only $69.95. Mountain Mechanical's friendly experts will make sure your heater is safe and working great. And if our low price isn't low enough, we'll beat any licensed contractor's advertised coupon special. Remember, when it's colder inside than it is outside, Mountain Mechanical Plumbing and Heating. Always on call.
You're watching KTBY FOX4 in Anchorage, Alaska. And now, your weather authority, Zach Rover.
Sure feels good not to have that cold weather we had here about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago down here in South Central. Let's take a look at temperatures for today. 24 in Anchorage. Our average high is 25 this time of year. A little chilly with the wind blowing around out of the north, but temperatures are still right where they should be for this time of year. Nothing out of the ordinary. For Juneau, 41 today, 35 is your average high there. A little bit warmer than you should be up in the interior. 13, your high temperature today with average high of 6 degrees. Right now in Anchorage, a few clouds in the sky, 20 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast at 3, making it feel a little bit cooler, like it's in the mid-teens right now. Over in Juneau, rain falling out there, 36 degrees. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 5. And then for the interior, got some light snow falling, looking to diminish as we go through the evening. Light snow is probably going to turn into flurries as we get into the early morning hours tomorrow. 8 degrees right now up in the interior. Around the rest of the state, look at these temps. Cool over here. 17 below for Arctic Village and for Dead Horse Barrow at 14 below. Single digits through a good portion of the interior right around the Alaska Range out on the west coast. 15 Nome, but look at Bethel, only 3 degrees out there. Just a chilly night out across the state. Checking out winds right now. Winds not too bad, mainly calm through the interior. Went ahead a little bit too fast. Through the interior, winds aren't bad in the low teens out here on the west coast, down around the Alaska Peninsula and the Anchorage area. Winds not that bad right now also. Look at these wind chills, though. 32 below in Deadhorse, 34 below in Barrow. Calm winds here, so the wind chill is what the air temperature is out for Arctic Village and for Bettle. So daylight for today, 6 hours, 4 minutes for Anchorage. Juneau at 6 hours and 50 minutes and a little bit over 4.5 hours of total of daylight for the folks up in the interior. There's a quick look at the losses on the day. All right, so here's what we can expect in the days to come. Got a 30% chance of light snow daily. Not looking for too much. Only picked up a ½ inch of snow in the overnight hours in the Anchorage area last night. For the Juneau area, wet pattern is going to persist through the extended forecast. So when I show you the big picture to see what's going on, all this moisture is going straight into southeast Alaska. So I think they're going to gain on their year. They're already 26 inches ahead of where they should be for rainfall. Looking to pick up some more out there. For Fairbanks, cloudy skies, light snow into the day on Thursday. Clear skies come back as we get to the weekend. So here's the big picture right now. Two very well-defined low-pressure systems. This one here in the eastern Gulf of Alaska. The other one here approaching the Aleutians and the peninsula right now. So throwing up the graphics on it. So here's the deal. Zonal jet stream, okay? It's like a conveyor belt. Everything is just gonna make its way onto the east in a straight pattern. For us to get precipitation up here in south central and up in the interior, a good amount of precipitation, we really need to see more of a meridional flow, with the storms coming up, not this west to east pattern with the jet stream. So looking at the state picture, see what's going on right now. Precipitation out here in southeast Alaska. Gonna see rain as we go through the evening. Got a chance of seeing some light snow, isolated showers in Juneau up in the interior. That light snow is probably gonna turn into flurries as we go through the evening. When we come back, I got your extended forecast, not the extended forecast, actually next 3 days statewide right here on KTBY FOX4.
Chef Anton Amore welcomes you to Paris Bakery and Cafe, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Omelets, salmon cake benedict, our special-made shrimp salad sandwich, Mediterranean delice, filet mignon, Alaska scallops, dinner crepes. Paris Bakery and Cafe offering delectable pastries and fresh bread baked daily. A hidden treasure of Anchorage, Paris Bakery and Cafe, French countryside cuisine and local specialties.
All right, mostly cloudy skies tomorrow in Anchorage, mid-20s for your temp around lunchtime. As we look over at Juneau, scattered showers continue to fall there, 35 degrees for your temp. And then up in the interior, some scattered snow showers tomorrow, single digits for your temperature. Here's a look at tonight. Snow probably going to see some overnight for the Anchorage area. Out in Juneau, rain continues there. Up in the interior, just some flurries. Look at the forecast for Thursday. There you go right there. As we get to Friday, things begin to clear up for the interior, and then as we get to Saturday, you're going to see the sun up there. Less clouds also down here in the Anchorage area, but temperatures are also going to be cooler.
The countdown has officially begun for the 2015 Anchorage Polar Plunge. On Saturday, December 19th, your Alaska Link News team will be jumping into the icy waters of Goose Lake, all to help reach our goal of raising $20,000 for Special Olympic athletes. And we're asking you to go to the link you see on your screen and make a donation to see your favorite KTBY newscasters take the plunge. Last year, more than 1,000 people dove into the freezing waters of Goose Lake, including Alaskan U.S. Senator Lisa Murkowski for the very first time. And although water's freezing point is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, lake waters such as Goose Lake can get much, much colder before they freeze as cold as 55 below. But no matter how cold Goose Lake gets this year, your Alaska Link will be taking the plunge December 19th, so please donate and help us reach our goal. And we have recently been sharing with you local pet adoption agencies across the state. Tonight, we want to tell you about Alaska Equine Rescue, which is a nonprofit. The organization operates statewide and helps law enforcement on animal cruelty cases involving horses or anytime they need help with a horse. Additionally, they teach owners how to feed and care for their horses and have even hauled horses places for people. Once they are done fostering a horse, they are able to adopt them out.
It's important, the way we run our adoption program is that we'll do site visits and have people fill out an application for adoption first. We like to know a person's experience before they take on an animal, as well as their ability to pay for an animal, just because horses are just so expensive to keep up here. But we stay in contact with our adoptive homes as a support system even after the adoption.
If you are interested in adopting a horse from Alaska Equine Rescue, just go to their website, alaskaequinerescue.com. And Jessica Grenling is upstairs in the sports studio. I know she's been running around catching different games. What's going on, Jess?
Hey, Gretchen. Well, we've got a lot of hockey to talk about. Aces back on the ice tonight, and then some prep hockey as well. West versus Diamond. We'll tell you all about it after the break.
Frontier Charter School recognizes that the key motivator in education is success. Frontier is proactive in finding motivations for your student through a series of comprehensive assessments that exceed common learning style tests. As a leader in developing software, we created SALT, a comprehensive and integrated homeschool management system made by experienced homeschool educators. If you homeschool now or want to, put your child on the path to success with Frontier Charter School at frontierk12.org.
We're here at the new Shark's Tooth Pad DS2S, looking down the well row with 141 behind us, drilling some new hole.
This is a key milestone for us because this is the first greenfield drill site in 12 years within Kapar.
It's huge for Alaska. It's huge for ConocoPhillips.
This one in particular took us about 12 months from final investment decision till when we actually got the first oil.
It was well planned out, and all the contractors involved did their part.
The first 3 wells came online strong, and we're really happy with the results.
It really highlights, I think, what ConocoPhillips is doing really well these days, which is these projects, we can bring them on in a reasonable period of time, and they add a lot of production, they have good jobs.
Just a remarkable project, not only for ConocoPhillips, for the state, for people, employment, just a great success.
Everyone pulled together on this. Everyone goes home safe, and we're protecting the environment and our ability to continue to do these projects.
And now, your Sports Link with Jessica Grunling.
Well, the Aces open up their first home series of December against the Colorado Eagles and look to put November behind them, a long month as they went 2-10. And there are the Aces who slipped to 6-12-2 in the third place Colorado Eagles. Will start things off in the first period. Eagles on the attack. Channing Bowe with the initial shot, knocked down by Derek Rodwell. He's there to follow through and the goal. Colorado up 1-0. Aces looking to get on the board in front of the net, but really can't get anything to go. And off the face-off, here's off the face-off, Giffen Nyren with the quick shot, but that one wouldn't get past Summerhays. Aces again looking to score. Garrett Hunt with the shot, saved by Jesse Mitchin, and then the Aces just playing pepper with Mitchin. The period would end Colorado 1-0, and this is tied up in the third period. About just over 4 minutes to go. Traversa tied it up on a goal. And moving to some prep hockey just across the walkway at Ben Boeke, Diamond and West going at it. And who doesn't like to see some scoring early? Blaine Orton chasing after the loose puck, one-on-one with Isaiah Saville, and Orton gets the shorthanded goal. Diamond with the early 1-0 lead. And going the other way, Alex Bardley looking to score for the Eagles, but Chris Gardeline with the glove save. And the puck still with West. Jacob Cummings to Matt Helgensen in front of the net, but the nice stick save by Gardeline. West still shut out, but not for long. On the power play, Alex Bardley finds Dimitri Ham, and he'll score. We're tied at 1. That's the way the first period would end. In the second period, West would score 2 more times. Matt Helgensen and Roman Ham. West would get one back in the third period with a Cody Deering goal, but the Eagles take the 3-2 win and move into first place tie with Service. And sticking with West, basketball season is officially underway today, so I stopped by practice to see how the defending state champion Eagles are preparing for the 2015 season. Head coach Antonio Weiss says they're prepared to defend their title and excited to get everyone's best punch once play opens. The Eagles did lose 4 key players from last year's championship team, including big man 6'9" forward Brandon Huffman, as well as Noah Christie and the Dutry brothers. But Weiss says they'll still be quick on the court, and the next guy will be ready to step up.
I feel like that we're a lot deeper team than people think. Yes, we lost 4 key players, but I don't think that we are 4 players. I think that we have established a program, and in a program, the next man up is kind of the process that we're going with.
I'm expecting me to lead my team more than I did last year, be more vocal. I was kind of quiet, but I led the team still, so this year I'm just working on being more vocal.
And UAA men's basketball kicks off conference play tomorrow at home. The 6-4 Seawolves will welcome in a 4-0 Central Washington, and on Thursday a 3-0 Northwest Nazarene. On Saturday, Central Washington has won 4 of the last 5 meetings, but against Northwest Nazarene, UAA has taken 8 of the last 10. Coach Rusty Osborne says his team is starting to click on all cylinders going into these games.
They're both playing with a lot of confidence, kind of the opposite extremes. Central with a veteran coach, the most veteran coach in our league, and Northwest Nazarene with a new coach, bringing a lot of excitement to their campus.
These are now the most important games we played up to this point. Shootouts, a lot of fun, and all games are important. We want to win all of them, but now it's what we're playing for. We're playing for the GNAC championship, so I'm excited.
And the women will start their GNAC play on the road. The number 3 and unbeaten Seawolves will be in Canada Thursday to take on Simon Fraser, and then head to Washington to play Western Washington. UAA swept all 3 meetings last year against Simon Fraser, in the last 4 against Western Washington. The Seawolves are 1 win away from tying the best start in program history at 12-0.
Simon Fraser is a really hard place to play. You know, you have to go over the border, and you know, Canada is what it is. You know, it's just a unique trip. So we're looking forward to that game. I know that Simon Fraser they're a real long team. They have, you know, got a lot of length on their team and some really good perimeter shooters that will give our defense some problems, I think. But you know, I feel like if we're locked in, we focus on us, you know, and do a good job rebounding, you know, we should be pleased with the results of our weekend.
And a trio of Seawolf volleyball players and head coach Chris Green have earned Major West Region honors. Caitlin Zanders and Morgan Ho were named to the D2 CCA All-West Region First Team and joined Julia Mackey on the AVCA squad. For Coach Green, he gets to put a second AVCA West Region Coach of the Year award on his mantle after leading UAA to the #1 regional seed for the first time in program history. Zanders, Ho, and Mackey advanced to the national ballots for All-America honors, and Green becomes a candidate for the NCAA Division II National Coach of the Year. And of course, volleyball will play in their first region game on Friday at 7:30. That will wrap up sports for tonight. Please stay with us.
Wayland Baptist University has been in Alaska for more than 30 years. We offer a wide variety of fully accredited associate's, bachelor's, and master's degree programs.
Due to its small class sizes, Wayland professors know me by name. Brianna Wayland.
I feel comfortable in Wayland classes because Wayland really cares.
Why did I learn so well in Wayland classes? Because Wayland really cared about me as a student.
Wayland really cares.
Winter's here, and if it's colder inside than it is outside, it's time to call Mountain Mechanical. For a great way to get your furnace checked out this winter, Mountain Mechanical's Winter Startup Special. A complete safety inspection of your residential heating system for only $69.95. Mountain Mechanical's friendly experts will make sure your heater is safe and working great. And if our low price isn't low enough, we'll beat any licensed contractor's advertised coupon special. Remember, when it's colder inside than it is outside, Mountain Mechanical Plumbing and Heating.
Always on call.
Is your starter or alternator dead? Give them CPR. Central Pacific Rebuilders. You need them, we got them.
Automotive, heavy duty, military vehicles, marine, mining, snow machines. Come see us at New Seward and Fireweed. We sell starters and alternators at absolutely the lowest prices you'll find anywhere in Alaska.
Central Pacific Rebuilders, Alaska's premier starter and alternator source. We ship to all of Alaska.
The holiday season is not only a time of celebration, but a time when law enforcement wants you to be safe on the road and on big holiday weekends. Alaska State Troopers are making an increased effort to keep Anchorage roads safe. This past Thanksgiving holiday weekend, Alaska State Troopers completed its seatbelt enforcement initiative, Click It or Ticket.
In the state of Alaska, it is a primary law for you to wear your seatbelt, and you can get pulled over just because you're not wearing one. So
If you really don't want to talk to us, all you have to do is buckle up.
For the period of November 25th through November 29th, troopers issued over 270 citations, 14 of those for misdemeanor DUIs, 17 violations for driving without a license, and 52 crashes.
We know that they're going to be out there in droves, and so we want to also make our presence out there, mostly as an encouragement to people to make smart choices before they get behind the wheel and to take account of themselves. And if they are good to go, to make sure to don't forget to put your seatbelt on.
With Christmas and New Year's coming up, many Alaskans are making holiday plans, but troopers say you should also plan for a ride home if you plan on drinking.
Really, we want everyone to get home safely. We don't want to dish out a whole bunch of tickets or arrest people. We want everyone to be safe.
And troopers encourage the public, whether it's a holiday or not, anytime they see dangerous driving, to immediately call 911. And coming up after the break, protecting your brain from a traumatic injury.
Friends, Nick Worthington and Spot here, wishing you the happiest of holidays and a wonderful new year. If you found wealth this year, consider those less fortunate. If you're home warm and safe, thank a member of our armed services. May every blessing find you, and may the new year bring you love and good health. Be sure to enjoy your friends and loved ones, and like Grandpa always said,
hey, if you drive, don't drink. If you drink, don't drive. We love you.
Never pay retail again. Not when you can shop Bailey's Clearance Center. Bargain hunters, here's your new home. So say goodbye to Craigslist and garage sales. This is new furniture priced to move, and the prices keep falling until the items are sold. From bedrooms to bar stools, it's all here at clearance prices. Shop often, new items arrive every week. Dealers welcome, so bring your truck or trailer and get ready to save. Bailey's Clearance Center. Shop smart, shop Bailey's.
Do you love your dentist? Hi, this is Dr. Guy Burke with Anchorage Midtown Dental Center. 50 years ago, my dad, Don Burke, started our family practice with the promise of compassion for all Alaskans and to treat patients like family. Today, our 5 providers keep that promise in our convenient Midtown location. We offer financing and accept all insurance so you can be the best you today. Come see the future of dentistry at Anchorage Midtown Dental Center and love your dentist.
Pancho's Via invites you to dine in our cozy, beautiful restaurant. Our highly experienced chefs offer a homemade menu 7 days a week. Delectable dishes such as pollo and chipotle, carne asada, carnitas, fajitas, and homemade flan. Come discover Pancho's Via for the best Mexican in Anchorage. We offer carry-out orders, and we have the finest selection of tequila in the state. Private parties are welcome. Pancho's Via, located in the trendy Spinard district.
Traumatic brain injuries can lead to cognitive, physical, emotional, and behavioral effects. Our HealthLink reporter Marissa Silver learned more about traumatic brain injuries and joins us now live in the studio with more details. Marissa?
Gretchen, symptoms of a traumatic brain injury can start right when an injury happens or not show up for several weeks after the event. And doctors say it's important to wear a helmet when engaging in high-impact activities.
The way most traumatic brain injuries happen in Alaska may surprise you.
Probably the most common overall in Alaska is car accidents and then falls on ice. That's what we see most commonly here. But we also get patients that are hockey players or that are football players too that have had traumatic brain injuries and are injured because of that.
A traumatic brain injury occurs when a person receives a blow to the head or rotational forces to the brain, which cause it to malfunction.
You can have motor problems. You can actually have problems with motion. You can have problems with cognition, which means the ability to think and make decisions. You can have problems with memory, so the inability to remember certain things, especially short-term events.
Symptoms of a traumatic brain injury can happen right after an incident or take weeks to show up.
The most common signs are headache. You can also have vestibular problems, which means you can be dizzy. You can also have problems with vision or with thinking correctly or clearly, also with memory. So again, short-term memory problems are very common.
And an MRI allows doctors to determine the extent of the injury.
We look for changes of the cortex or the lining of the brain, the outside of the brain. We also look for changes in the connections between the cortex and the deeper parts of the brain with MRI. We can also find areas of prior hemorrhage on MRI that are not detectable by CT scan.
As for treatment, it's recommended a person rest for 24 hours initially following the injury, then slowly progress back into normal activity.
It's supposed to be a slow process and allow the brain time to recoup and reorganize.
Marissa, so you mentioned an MRI is still a tube that people are used to.
Right, Gretchen, they still have that kind, but they also have an opener MRI, which you saw in the video,
right,
which is kind of more open so you don't feel so claustrophobic, and also it allows someone to kind of sit with you and hold your hand if you, especially with children, you know, have their parent come in and sit with them and make them calmer.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Marissa. And coming up next, the competition for the Anchorage International Film Festival kicks off after the break.
Listen to your taste buds. They love the taste of Coca-Cola at McDonald's. And now, any size soft drinks or sweet tea are only $1.
Find your holiday look at our Christmas Countdown sale. Select suits are $169.99. Top coats and raincoats are 60% off. Designer dress slacks are also 60% off. Merino wool sweaters are $39.99. Plus buy one, get one free on more. Celebrate the holidays with Men's Warehouse.
Remember when Christmas was magical? When the mailman delivered to the North Pole? And we all had a front row, shoulder-top seat at the parade. Let's get back there. Santa's Wonderland at Bass Pro Shops has what we've all been missing. With the crafts, arcades, RC trucks, even a picture with Santa. And it's all free. That's right, free. Bass Pro Shops on Glen Highway across from the Northway Mall.
Stay the Westmark way when you travel in Alaska and the Yukon. You'll be greeted with a friendly smile at one of our conveniently located hotels. Enjoy a spacious guest room and a delicious meal or beverage prepared just the way you like it. Or hold your next meeting or event for up to $400. And now save 10% when you book online at westmarkhotels.com. For reservations, call 800-544-0970 or visit westmarkhotels.com. Restrictions apply to 10% offer. See website for details.
High rollers, lashes, glamour, hair extensions, beauty. High rollers, 349-4247.
Dig in to the delicious Bacon Clubhouse Burger at Alaska McDonald's.
The Anchorage International Film Festival doesn't kick off till this Friday, but the annual Quick Freeze competition is well underway. Reporter Caroline Flynn has the details.
One of the most popular events of the Anchorage International Film Festival is the Quick Freeze competition, where filmmakers are given just 6 days to write, shoot, and edit a film that includes 3 prompts. The time competition began yesterday with the announcement.
At the beginning, teams are given 3 prompts, and it's their job to incorporate these 3 prompts in the most creative way possible to kind of ensure that people are making it, in the allotted time allowed.
Prompts for this year's competition: a VHS tape, kiss, and dolly slider shot must be incorporated in the film. Jordan says he's seen a huge variety of filmmakers with different skill levels, from high school students to seasoned professionals.
The great thing about the time limit and the 3 prompts that we announced in the beginning is that it's kind of the great equalizer. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. It doesn't matter what kind of equipment you have. What matters is just how creative you are and how you're incorporating these prompts.
Corliss Kimmel is one filmmaker back again this year to participate. In addition to filmmaking, she holds a full-time job and is a busy musician.
For me, it's just fun. You know, I don't care about the awards. I mean, I know there's awards and all that type of stuff, but that's not my reason at all. It's just fun to me. I just enjoy the whole thing and the excitement of it, the pressure a little bit here and there, just trying to work on it, just to be a part of the event itself. That's what drives me. It's just, I just love it.
Reporting from Anchorage, I'm Caroline Flynn for your Alaska Link.
The films entered in the Quick Freeze competition will be judged on Thursday, December 10th at the Beartooth. The event is open to the public, but tickets are selling fast. And it's time to check in with Zach Rover, who's going to tell us if we're going to be seeing more snow. Zach?
Hey, Gretchen, thanks. Well, there's not really a lot of snow. You might see a little bit of snow in the air, might get a little dusting on your car. Not looking for a whole lot in the Anchorage area. Same thing for Fairbanks, southeast Alaska. Guess what? They're going to see some rainfall. Temperatures right now, 8 in Fairbanks, 20 Anchorage, 36 in Juneau. Here's a look at the satellite and radar picture. All the activity tonight out in southeast Alaska. Majority of that's going to be rain. Here's a quick look at what we have for temperatures tonight. When we come back, we'll do the next 10 days for Anchorage, Juneau, and Fairbanks on KTBY, Fox 4.
Hi, this is Ted Sadler. Support the food banks throughout Alaska. Mike will tell you the story.
Hi, I'm Mike Miller, Executive Director for Food Bank of Alaska. I'd urge you to support your local food banks. 1 in 7 Alaskans struggle with hunger in our state. Let's solve that problem together. Support your local food bank or visit Food Bank of Alaska below to help.
Go to the website below and donate today.
If you are tired of unbearable leg pain and want to get back to the active lifestyle you had before, then come see Dr. Corey Johnston and his staff at Alaska Vein Care. Varicose veins are not just a cosmetic problem. They can cause pain, swelling, and fatigue. Varicose vein treatment is covered by most insurance companies, including Medicaid, Medicare, and TRICARE. Experience the personal touch and get back in the game. Call the Alaska Vein Care today.
What are you guys doing?
We're freezing for a reason. The polar plunge is coming up, and we got to practice.
What's the polar plunge?
On December 19th, we're jumping into Goose Lake to raise our goal of $20,000 for the Special Olympics. And you can help us by logging on to youralaskaLink.com. Click the link and donate. And also, you can join our team, KTBY FOX4, and take the plunge with us.
And now, your weather authority, Zach Rover.
All right, welcome back. So I was just talking to Gretchen about jumping in that cold water. Good news is at least it's going to be pretty mild. Temperatures look to stay around average. Just look at the next 3 days for Anchorage. Long-term picture, not a whole lot changes. For the folks out in southeast Alaska, that's where the majority of the activity is going to be. Rain tomorrow, slight break for Friday. Might have some wintry mix as we get into Saturday. Going into next week, precipitation stays. Temperatures in the 20s. Up in the interior, temperatures hovering a little bit above zero to about 16 below as we go into the weekend. But that's average. Skies are going to clear up. Not going to have the clouds to keep all the heat in for during the day. Next week, temperatures stay in the teens, low teens, single digits, not too bad, a little bit above average for the folks up in the interior. And guess what? It's time to get high. Aviation Link is right now on KTBY, Fox 4.
Stand by for your Alaska Aviation Link when we're going to talk to an expert about what kind of survival gear to put in your airplane.
Uptown Athletic is a first-class wellness environment that's fun, clean, and supportive. We believe everyone is an athlete. At Uptown Athletic, we provide a facility that meets the needs of all levels of athlete. Our community is encouraging, fun, and inclusive, and we get results. Reaching your goals starts now. Uptown Athletic. Go out. Be extraordinary. Visit our website and like us on Facebook.
Here's a few reasons I hear people say why they don't go to church. I can't go to church until I get my life together.
Church is how I'm getting my life together.
All they care about is my money.
They care about me, not my money.
Is there some sort of dress code?
Yes, the code is wear clothing.
But what's in it for me?
Well, we can grow closer to God.
And to each other. So please, come to the crossing where nobody's perfect.
Where it is okay to not be okay. Really.
Say goodbye to missing teeth and loose dentures. Start smiling with confidence again. McKinley Dental is a leader in cosmetic dental restoration. We offer painless oral sedation and make sure your new smile is better than it's ever been. Dental implants feel just like your real teeth. Get back to eating the food you love and start enjoying life again. When did you last eat what you wanted? Call today to receive your free exam along with payment options. McKinley Dental. We'll give you a reason to smile. You're watching KTBY Fox 4 in Anchorage, Alaska.
Every winter you hear of small planes being lost in bad weather. Your Alaska Aviation Link reporter Rob Stapleton tells us what to do after the Mayday call.
Hi, I'm Rob Stapleton for your Alaska Aviation Link, and this week we're going to talk to John Hunt about how to survive out in the cold. Earlier this year, we talked to John Hunt about the regulations for keeping survival gear in your aircraft.
We got to have a blanket, you got to have the sleeping bag, and you need to have the snowshoes. As far as sleeping bag goes, there's lots of different kinds. There's synthetic versus your natural substances. You know, down is the other big one. As far as snowshoes go, I love the MSR snowshoes. They're pretty lightweight and they're very durable. There's a lot of options as far as prices go. Obviously, our big concern is going to be how quick can we get help. The longer we're out there, the greater our need for survival is.
While a wool blanket is mandatory equipment, John explains the value of emergency Mylar blankets. In addition, bivy bags can be useful.
I'm a real big fan of emergency blankets. It can be a phenomenal survival tool. They can be great for signaling. They can be great for keeping a waterproof barrier, a windproof barrier. So this is a nice two-person survival blanket here. This particular brand actually comes with survival instructions on one side even. So one side is orange, one side is Mylar.
Of course, one of the most important issues for survival in the winter is to stay warm.
As far as compact, easy to carry, the wet fire, you can break up this little fire starter into some pieces. It lights easy, it burns, it actually burns better wet. This is my favorite. This is called the Sparky because it's so compact. You open it up by depressing this button. And then now, I think it's magnesium, is going to be sparking out and easily catch our material on fire. And it burns really well, so if it's raining, if it's wet, if it's snow, this stuff is phenomenal. Another one that I love are storm-proof matches. These things are so nice. They're windproof, they're waterproof. You blow it out, keeps burning. You can even dip this in water, and it will keep burning.
John says, pick lightweight snow shovels and hatchets that have multiple uses that can be really handy.
Real big fan of the hatchets. A lot of these Gerber hatchets also come with saws or knives inside the handles, so that can be a nice thing. And real big fan of the nice shovels that expand. This is a nice black diamond one. If you had to dig yourself out, dig yourself in, make a cave, whatever you had to do, these are super handy.
So one thing for sure, if you want to know what to put in your airplane to survive, is talk to somebody that's been stuck out. John has given us all kinds of pointers on new equipment that you can use in your aircraft when you go flying this winter. I'm Rob Stapleton for your Alaska Aviation Link.
Well, Rob says to be sure to file a flight plan and leave your alternate destination with family and friends. And please stay tuned to your Hometown Heroes coming up next.
The
Peanut Farm is Alaska's college football headquarters. Come in every Saturday to watch your favorite NCAA team and enter to win Peanut Farm gift cards all season long. Weekly winners will be entered into a drawing for a $500 Peanut Farm gift card to be given away during the national championship game. Miller Lite will be on special all season long. The Peanut Farm is the only place you can stream any game you want on the big screen. Football 7 days a week, only at the Peanut Farm. Please drink responsibly.
You never know when you'll need an extra French dip in Swiss. It could get lost in the car or eaten by a confused stranger. Stuff happens to sandwiches. That's why Arby's made you 2 French dip and Swiss sandwiches for just $7.59. For only $7.59, you'll always have a spare French dip and Swiss until you eat it. You'll never have to be afraid. Arby's, we have the meat.
Anchorage, where can you find a clean late model used vehicle at a great price? Affordable used cars. Downtown, of course, Affordable has a huge inventory to choose from. All makes and models. Prices clearly marked on the window. And non-commissioned salespeople. Save thousands today by going downtown to Affordable Used Cars. Corner of 8th and Ingra. Your new car alternative. You won't be disappointed.
Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Anchorage Chrysler Dodge Center.
We would like to introduce you to Captain Eric Kufel. He's assigned to the 725th Brigade Support Battalion, 4th Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 25th Infantry Division. Kufel has returned from a 9-month deployment to Kuwait. When operating in Kuwait, Spartan paratroopers worked daily alongside military service personnel from Kuwait and other partnering nations stationed in the region. They had their return ceremony on November 28th. Thank you so much for your service, Captain Eric Kufel, and welcome home. And that's all we have for news tonight. Zach, any weather you'd like to leave the viewers with?
Not really. Only activities out in southeast Alaska. Temperatures are average on great week for weather.
All right, great. Well, have a great night.
Have a good evening.
You're watching KTBY Fox 4 in Anchorage, Alaska.